This golf cart can go 70 miles an hour, and in today's video, I'm gonna be tearing apart the whole rear axle because it's misaligned and we need to rebuild it. I ordered a new sprocket that's 1/2 smaller, and I ordered a new custom cut adapter for this sprocket and a beefier drive shaft. I'm gonna need to go to the store and grab some metal to fit inside of it because I'm gonna be trying to beef this up and make it as strong as physically possible because there is no differential in this and it likes to absolutely rip itself apart. So first we're gonna take the chain off and then totally cut off this older version of the pipe that's on there right now. So let's get right to it. So down in there we can see our rear axle and we are gonna need to totally cut that off and get the chain off. We got the chain out. Now we gotta cut the whole rear axle apart. I'm gonna have to grind all of the rear axle down. Okay, so after about 250,000 years later, I was able to grind this part off. If I cut like right about there, should be able to make it through. Okay, so I wasn't too sure on how I was gonna be able to get this sprocket out and then be able to re-weld it well. So I decided I'm going to disconnect the shock tower, the suspension that goes up from there, and then a brake component down there, and then I'll be able to pull the whole rear tire out. And then what I'll actually do is disconnect the brake on that side, tighten everything down, tack weld it, probably take the tires off, and then fully weld everything outside of it so that I can make sure everything is as good as it can be. So yeah, what you're about to see is that. So we got this off, which means I'm able to pull this side's brake piece out, and then this part should come down. So we got that piece out, and then this should just push up. And now we need to loosen these puppies. Assembly should just kind of come on out. We got that pin out now, so brake line can just come out. And now we got this whole side out, which is going to make my life a lot easier. I guess I'll do the same thing to the other side. You have this little piece right here. Once that comes out, and this should just slide through just like that. And now, we got this whole piece out. So now that we have got, I took the sprocket off, I loosened it, we are going to try to grind away that other side. Oh yeah. Finally got it loose. The only problem is now I need to grind all this. Time to keep grinding. Well, those went all in my eyeballs. Forgot to flip the glasses down. Still don't want to? Oh my goodness, this whole piece is almost gone. I need to take a break. My ears are gone. Hashtag no hearing protection. OSHA, where are you? Okay, so this is currently on. So I guess now we're gonna re-bolt these back onto the golf cart, get a measurement on where we want the welds to be so that we can weld it outside, but we also need to make sure that the sprocket is fully aligned properly. So we're gonna attach this first. I also only have 4 bolts, so we're gonna do an X pattern for now until I can get more, which should be fine. I just won't drive it too hard. Just hoping to get these threads kind of started and then we'll tighten them down. I'm gonna go mount it up. Let's go do it. We will slide this through until we find that middle point. Okay, so that's pretty loose. So we'll go tighten on the other side and then we'll put our axle connector in, mark it, make sure that the sprocket is aligned. So I'm gonna loosen the other side, slide it on, and then we'll be able to get it going. Okay, so the sprocket's on. Everything seems to be in position. Well, how I made it level is I put the level in between this sprocket to the front sprocket on the same side, and they matched up. So then I went ahead and sprayed it with spray paint. So when we pull it off, we'll let it dry. We'll be able to take this whole assembly out and weld it outside by using this so that we can make sure everything is perfectly level. We'll tack everything on very well and put it back on, make sure it's measured, and we'll spin everything, make sure it's level and even, and then we'll take it back out, fully weld it again, and then go for a rip, put the tires on, and yeah. We got the wheels on and everything is moving and grooving how it should be. The axle is a little bit off center, which is what I expected. But what we really need to get done is the chain has a tensioner right there. And it's pushing down a good amount, but I'd like it to be a little bit tighter. So we're gonna have to take the air filter off so that I can hopefully hit that down with a hammer enough to where it won't move, and then probably make a support strut on it. Get right into that, yeah! Okay, so to take the air filter off, it's actually pretty simple. There's one screw basically, and this little zip tie thing down lower. But it should really just like pull off, just like that. And now we have really good access to all of this stuff over here. Let's hit it with a hammer a bunch of times and see what goes wrong. Yeah! Okay, it just moved a lot, but that's like the tightness that it needs to be. We need a bar or something. I can just hold the bottom half of the chain because the top half is like almost as tight as top half can go. You know what I mean? I gotta re-weld this back on. So I need to think on that for a couple minutes and then I'll get back to you. Okay, so this is what I've created. It's going to connect on the far side like this. Maybe have another connection that goes up from there, but it's gonna be welded onto the frame on this side, and then the chain will run across this way. So yeah, let's weld this puppy up. Okay, so I totally forgot that I had this like steel piping, or stainless steel, whatever it is, platinum steel. This is just gonna be our piece, because it works well. Yeah. Ow! Yeah, some of that landed in my foot. Okay, so I'm gonna do a couple of checks. I know we have coolant because I can see it, but oil, I'm not sure if we've been leaking or not. It does look like we're pretty low on oil actually. And it might just need a little bit, it might need a lot of it. Hopefully it doesn't move too much. Haven't started this thing in a while as well. Thank you all so much for watching. I would really appreciate it if you subscribed because I'm currently on the road to 500 subscribers before the end of 2025 and we are getting close. The next video you see will be coming out hopefully in like a week to a week and a half. It's gonna be driving content. There's not a lot of driving content of this and I'm really hoping to make some. So I would really appreciate it if you subscribed because then you'll be able to come back and watch the driving video of this and I can guarantee it is going to be crazy. Something's probably gonna explode. We might have to rebuild something. I will see you all in the next video.